بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're doing well. And if you're wondering why am I wearing a jacket when I am inside my house, it's because I just came back from the masjid. But anyway, I just wanted to make a video quickly and explain to you guys some of the productivity and management tips when it comes to time. And obviously I've made videos like that in the past as well, but you know, here and there the way we adapt to our lives changes, and obviously the productivity tips and the tips when it comes to time management and all of that stuff changes for an individual as time goes. Now you guys know that I've got my own company at Abu Educate, and basically we do all sorts of stuff. It's mainly like a tutoring / educational sort of company. So we do educate people on everything from Islamic studies to A-levels, GCSEs, medical school examinations, all sorts of educational stuff. And also when it comes to personal training, and when it comes to, you know, training plan, because you know I've been going to the gym a little bit and, you know, getting a little bit of muscles, so you know I can be educating people when it comes to their health and fitness and whatnot. But basically one of the things I wanted to mention in this video is some of the tips that I would give to a person who's at university or is, you know, at college, and they are balancing other aspects of their life with tutoring. Now this is going to be giving you some tips mainly for tutoring, but hopefully the tips can be used in other aspects of your life as well. And quick thing before starting this video is, if you guys do want to be a tutor and you want to know how I went about tutoring and making all of this money to self-fund uni and whatnot, then go down in the description below and you can find ways to contact me to buy my ebook. My ebook is like the cheapest ebook you can find out there, and it will tell you how I go about tutoring and how I built my company and stuff like that. And yeah, you can do that. Links will be down there in the description below. But on to the video. Now when it comes to the first thing I would say is to set a couple of rules to your students. Now what do I mean by that? A lot of the times, remember, most of you guys who are probably tutoring, you are tutoring online, or you're tutoring by going in person, and most of the students, they pay right before the lesson or on the lesson. So you're not like an official tutoring company where people would go and pay 3, 4, 5 months in advance, if that makes sense. So as a tutor, there will be days where your students might sort of give an excuse and say, oh, I can't be tutored today, or they might pull out. And the issue with that for you as a tutor is that obviously you get paid on the day or right before the lesson. So if they say no, then that means you are losing money as well as them losing you as a tutor for the day, if that makes sense. So one thing I would do to avoid that is I always tell my students, one, if you want to take a break from lessons or something comes up and you won't be able to attend the lesson, one, we're going to reschedule it, and two, you have to let me know in advance. So let all of your students know this, so that next time they don't just randomly 10 minutes before the lesson they say, oh sorry, I can't attend today's lesson. Because obviously as tutors, you know, we are people who are balancing university and all other sort of stuff, and if someone just randomly tells you last minute that hey, I can't be tutored and whatnot, that's going to be an issue, isn't it? Especially if you're a person who goes to people's houses and you're traveling to tutor them, it's sort of an issue. So let your students know to, one, you're going to reschedule any meetings that you don't do for the week, and two, to make sure that they let you know in advance before they, you know, sort of come out of a lesson and pull out of the session and they say, hey, I can't be tutored for whatever reason. Now for the second tip that I will be giving you is to have an Excel data sheet. Now obviously this is not something that's required. I use it because my company, alhamdulillah, is big enough and we have a lot of students every single week. So obviously for me to use an Excel data sheet is going to make it easier for me and less stressful. But you don't have to do that. What you can do is, let's say on Instagram or Twitter, whatever social media you use in general to contact your students, you can basically mark them down or flag them or note them down, or like move them from your primary section to your general section on Instagram. Or there are other ways that you can do it. Now, whatever way you choose to do it, there is no issue with that, but just keep in mind that have something that you can always look back at. And because I'm always on my laptop, and especially when I'm going to university and stuff like that, my laptop is with me. What I would do is that I always use an Excel data sheet, and I write down Monday to Sunday, because I tutor every single day, and I write down which student at which exact time. And what this allows me to do also is, if a student was to pull out of a session and they say they don't want to get tutored, I can change them up, reschedule them, and change them with another student, if that makes sense. Okay, so tip number 3 would be have a to-do list for yourself. Now, a to-do list is one of those tips I've been giving to people for a very long time. Even in my previous time management videos months back, or almost a year ago, I talk about having a to-do list, which I generally believe is very, very important. And usually in my to-do list, I write down all of the things that I would do the next day. So at nighttime, literally while I'm in bed, while I'm about to go to sleep, I'll quickly go on my to-do list on my phone, write down the things that I need to do. You can have your to-do list on your laptop as well. It doesn't really matter, whatever suits you, but write down the things that you need to do. And this is not talking about tutoring. This is talking about the things in your life. So things that you need to balance as well. So I need to revise this, I need to revise that. And you realize with an Excel sheet and with a to-do list together, you can balance your own university life, your own sort of other things that are going on in your life, from family, friends, whatever, fitness, whatever you're doing. You can balance that in your life while also balancing all of the students and the tutoring that you're doing, because you have the Excel sheets on that side and the to-do list on this side for yourself. And this will just make it way, way easier. I promise you guys to give it a go. Another thing I'm going to mention is to prioritize your studies. Now, again, this is something everyone sort of, a lot of the times make mistakes on, especially me as well. There are times where I might feel a bit lazy and leave my revision sessions out and not revise as much throughout the day, but go and tutor students, if that makes sense, so that I can earn some money and whatnot. So sometimes when you have a lot of customers, this becomes an issue that a lot of people might sort of have. They're always tutoring and all other stuff, but they're not prioritizing their own studies and their own normal lives as well, because it's important to have a social life and spend time with your family and friends, which it's very, very important. And also spend time on your deen, in your religion, and make sure that you're going to the masjid and you're doing all of the other stuff, rather than just tutoring all day long. And so just be careful when it comes to that. Make sure you're prioritizing other stuff in your life. And this goes back to the previous tip about the to-do list and stuff like that. Write down very clearly what you need to do, and also have like a mental sort of structure as to what do you actually want to achieve this day, this week. It doesn't always have to be written on a to-do list or on a paper, but it can be something that you have in your mind, like what do I want to achieve in this time and what do I want to achieve in that time. So keep that in mind, and if you have that in mind clear and you're focused, inshallah, then things should be going nice and smooth and easy. And lastly, I wanted to talk about taking frequent breaks and having like a break time for yourself. Now, bear in mind that a lot of the times teaching is not just for you to earn money, but you want to do benefit to other people as well. And honestly, there are days where, like Saturday, Sundays, like right now, as I'm making this video, because university is about to start in like a week or two, my kind of schedule is I'm tutoring about 40 hours to be fair a week. So I'm doing Monday to Friday, I'm doing usually 3 to 4 hours in the evening, 4 o'clock onwards, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm doing like full time. And obviously this sort of routine is going to change once university starts, because things are going to get harder. But one thing to keep in mind is that, like on a Saturday, Sunday, when I'm tutoring in the morning, I've got lots of energy, but in the evening when I'm tutoring, my energy levels do start to go down, and naturally the quality of your teaching will be going down as well, because you're very, very tired after an entire day of tutoring. And there is a lot of sort of mental stress when it comes to tutoring, but obviously everything is possible if you put the effort in, put your trust in Allah. And at the end of the day, like, you can do 10-12 hours, even more than that. There are days where I've done more than that when it comes to tutoring, and that is possible. But taking breaks is very important, because realistically your quality of teaching will go down, and there will be certain students that you tutor and you don't tutor them with the, you know, sort of best quality teaching, and that's because naturally you're just very tired because you've had a lot of work to do throughout the day. Now personally, the way I take breaks is by, you know, going to the masjid or walking around, speaking to your family just for some time, and going to the gym or other stuff that don't take too much time, but it's like a good enough break for you to get rid of that anxiety and stress that you have behind, you know, running a company or running your own little business. All of that stuff will eventually start to put an effect on you and a weight on your shoulders, and it's very, very important that you guys take a break. It's very, very important. And with frequent breaks, hopefully your mind and your body, your mental state, your spiritual state, your physical state, you're going to be in a better position, and hopefully you can deliver sort of the best quality teaching to your students. And at the same time, you can also, you know, just enjoy for yourself, because, you know, life is a journey, so it's not always about just working all day long. Just here and there, you just need to make sure that you have that you time, if that makes sense, and you're taking care of yourself as well. But that is the end of the video, and honestly, I hope you guys enjoyed, and most importantly, I hope you guys benefited from the video. This video was mostly for people who are trying to be a tutor while also balancing university, sixth form, all of that stuff, because again, you guys know my company and me, all the last 3 years, literally all I've been doing is mainly tutoring. Even other jobs that I got were always something got to do with, you know, teaching people and whatnot. So again, make sure you follow the tips, and inshallah, put your trust in Allah, and that's all you need really. Put your trust in Allah and put that effort in, inshallah, and things will work out. But other than that, if you guys need anything from our company, links will be down there in the description below. But other than that, I hope you guys benefited from the video. I'll see you in my next video. Take care, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Links will be down there in the description below. Follow my socials as well, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. All right, that's the end of the video.